All right, so apparently the All-Star teams were announced last night, and instead of doing East versus West this year, they're going to do Team LeBron versus Team Steph Curry. And I think they're both made captains because they both had the most All-Star votes. But with that being said, Team LeBron starters are DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and LeBron James. His reserves are LaMarcus Aldridge, Bradley Beal, Kevin Love, Victor Oladipo. Wow, Victor made the All-Star game. Victor! What the fuck are you doing in the All-Star game? But Kristaps, Porzingis, and John Wall and Russell Westbrook. And let's see, Stephen Curry's team consists of Giannis. I'm not even gonna pronounce that last name. I think it's Antetokounmpo or something. I don't fucking know. Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, and James Harden. Now his reserves are Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Al Horford, Damian Lillard, Kyle Lowrey, Klay Thompson, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, as far as they didn't really show who got picked first and who got picked last, but I'm a guess. Everybody knows LeBron chose Kevin Durant first. Then he probably chose Davis. Then he chose Kyrie, and then he chose DeMarcus Cousins. Now, as far as Steph Curry starters, he probably chose Giannis first. Now, why he would choose Giannis over Anthony Davis, I mean, that's beyond me, but I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, he chose Giannis first. Then he chose James Harden. Then he chose, I think he probably chose Embiid before he chose DeRozan. And then as far as LeBron's reserves, he obviously chose Westbrook first. See, I feel like if you're picking first, you probably have the advantage because you're going to get the best players. But he chose Westbrook first. Then he probably went and took Kristaps. And then he probably chose John Wall. Then Aldridge. Then Beal. And then he most likely chose Kevin Love and then Victor last. I don't know, but let's see. Curry's reserves, he probably chose Karl-Anthony Towns first. Then he took Klay Thompson. And then he took Jimmy Butler. Then he probably took Damian Lillard. Then Draymond Green, Kyle Lowrey, and then Al Horford. Now, as far as the coaches, I would say the coach from the East is probably going to be Brad Stevens. Now, I'm not sure which team he's going to be on, but that's probably going to be the coach from the Eastern Conference. Now, the West is either going to be between Steve Kerr, Mike D'Antoni, or Greg Popovich. But if you were wondering, I don't mind them doing Team Steph versus Team LeBron, because if they would have did Team East versus Team West this year, the Western Conference would have dominated. Like the Western Conference team would have been Steph Curry, DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. And then it would have been Westbrook. Let's see, did I say Harden? I think I said Harden. Aldridge, Green, Lillard, and Thompson and Towns. See, so like the West shits on the East, and then the East would have been Bron, Giannis, DeMar, Irving, Embiid. I want to say Al Horford, not Jimmy Butler, but Kevin Love, Victor Oladipo, Kristaps, John Wall. So yeah, the West shits on the East, so that's why they're probably doing it like this year, so the teams could be more balanced. Because recently, the West has been dominating the East because the West got all the good players. All the East really got is LeBron. But let's look at some of these stats. You know what? I feel for the Pelicans, because the Pelicans, I mean, they got two bigs who are averaging 25 in double-digit rebounds, but they have no guard support, so they're not really going to win anything. Let's see. Guess those are prototypical KD numbers. Irving, pretty good. LeBron. Wow, Harden's averaging 31 and 9. Holy shit. Let's see. Joel, 23 and 10. Steph Curry, 27. Wow, 5 rebounds is actually pretty good for Steph Curry. Wow, Giannis is averaging 28 and 10. Holy shit. Aldridge, Butler. Now, I'm not sure about this All-Star pick. I mean, Draymond's a good player and everything, but I don't know how he got in over Paul George. But I mean, he's only averaging 11, 7, and 7. That's not really that good. I mean, I know he's the glue and he's like the enforcer for the Warriors, but I think Paul George probably should have gotten over Draymond Green. I mean, he's I mean, look at that. Those stats are pedestrian. Like, come on now. And let me see. Wow, Victor's averaging 24. Holy shit. He's actually having a really good year. I told him a lot. Victor, you in there because of me. Because fuck Oladipo. Fuck Oladipo taught you how to be an all-star. He was an all-star in Africa. The fuck? Westbrook's almost averaging another. I think he's going to finish the season with a triple-double because all he needs is like a half a point of rebounds to get up to triple-double. See, John Wall almost averaging double-double. And, yeah, I mean, I think I really don't have a problem with any of these all-stars. I think everybody deserved to get in except for Draymond Green. I think Paul George should be in that spot, not Draymond Green. But as far as everybody else, I would say they got the all-star picks right this year. But yeah, so I would say my list for Team LeBron's order is Durant, Davis, Irving, Cousins, Westbrook, Kristaps, John Wall, Aldridge, Beal, Kevin Love, and then Victor. And I would say for Curry's order was Giannis, Harden, I want to say Embiid, then DeRozan, then Towns, then Thompson, and then who I said? Oh, Butler, then Lillard, then Draymond Green, Kyle Lowrey, and then Al Horford was probably last. Now, me personally, I'm taking Victor before I take everybody. Like, Victor, all I need is me and Victor versus all these niggas, and we beating them by like 100. Like, me and Victor, bro. Ooh, Victor. Y'all know he from Maryland, right? I think he went to the Matha. For y'all who are from Maryland and who know who the Matha is like the powerhouse of Maryland. Like, they shit on everybody. I think it was 1 year where the football team won like 10 straight championships. Like, it's crazy. But